So what's going on, guys? I know I haven't been doing much on this channel. I had to do a couple of projects I had just sitting around on the first channel, so you can go check those out. It's the 68 Ford Torino and 1984 Mercury Capri. I had to get those cars running, and like I said, you can go check out those videos. So back to this channel, I'm back. So last time we left off, I had picked up a Polaris Magnum 500 4-wheel, well, it was a 6-wheel drive, and I picked up a Kawasaki Vulcan 750 street bike. So the street bike, the Vulcan, is sitting around here for a while, pushing it around, and so I ended up throwing it up on Marketplace, and someone bought it, and the guy was going to turn it into like a bobber style street bike or something. A younger guy, first time buying a motorcycle, so threw it up on there, he bought it. So I still got the Polaris 6-wheeler, I haven't touched it. I've been saving it for the channel. But in the meantime, you can go check out those videos of the 6-wheeler and the Vulcan if you want to. Like I say, I am going to get to the 6-wheeler, so just be patient. So what we got now? I think I told myself I wasn't buying any more Polaris projects because I had a lot of them, of course, you know, but they're so cheap, and some of them got like small issues and some of them got like major issues. So anyway, I picked up another one. I picked up this 2006 Polaris, I think it's a Sportsman 500 HO. I picked this thing up off of Marketplace. The guy had it on there for like 1,500 bucks, and he said that it was spitting oil out of the engine into the airbox. So, far as I know, when an engine is doing that, is that the rings are possibly wore out, or it's getting too much crankcase pressure building up, and the oil don't have any other place to go but inside the airbox, or it can blow some seals and gaskets. So here it is. It's a 2006 Polaris Sportsman HO 500. It's basically all complete except for the cover that goes on the front. He said he took this to a shop, some kind of small engine shop, like a year or so ago, and the guy had it and he lost that front piece, and he tried to figure out what was wrong with it, and he put a new carburetor on it for some reason, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, so they kind of just rode it like that. He said he always kept up with the oil. And I asked him, was it smoking? And he said, no, it's just every now and then you check the airbox and it was full of oil. So I don't know if it was giving some kind of warning for him to check the oil box. I mean the airbox, if I said oil box. But looking at the pipe, it don't look all black and smutty like oil was blowing out of it. It's not locked up. I feel like it's got compression, but that can fool you. So picked this thing up for like $200. He had it on there for like $1,500, and he dropped down to $700, and I had it saved in my save list on Marketplace, and I got a notification that he marked it down to $700. And I messaged him and I said, well, what's the least you'd take for it? You know, because he said something about he was moving and he didn't want to take it with him. And so he said, make him an offer. He just wanted to get rid of it. So I made him an offer for $200. And he said, come pick it up. So that's what I did. It's even got a Warren winch on the front. I mean, if this winch works, that's got to be worth $100, $200. I think it's got the mounting bracket and everything. I don't know if this is factory, like it came from Polaris on here. I know some Polaris got a Polaris brand winch, but 2,500 pounds, so that's good. And it's got the control up on the handlebar. So it looked like it's got the factory Polaris chrome or aluminum wheels on it. The seat's raggy, which Polaris seats are always raggy. You can pick up a brand new one off of Amazon for like $100 and something, or you can do like I did on a couple of them. You can just pick up a seat cover for like $20 something, and if the foam is good, which this one ain't, you can recover that seat. But if I get this thing up and running correctly, we'll just put a brand new seat on it. So it's got both of the side panels. It's got a key. I think it's got the digital dash. Hopefully that still works. There's the winch control. Feel like it's got brakes. I don't want to mash on stuff too much. This thing's been sitting outside for a long time. Gas tank is empty. It doesn't have a battery. The seat is full of water. It's been raining. Looks like it's got a new solenoid. Let's see what's in the air box. I know it needs tires. I know it needs control arm bushings. All of them are wore out. And you can see the oil in there. That's a lot of oil. I mean, the filter is just full. So it's definitely spitting oil in the air box. Let's see what's in here. Well, we got a tool kit, which is cool. Usually this little cover is missing. He said that was a brand new carburetor. Somebody's been in there definitely, because the screws on the back that holds to this bracket across there is missing. Now these should have a crankcase breather filter somewhere. And here it is right here. Now these crankcase breather filters can stop up, and what they're supposed to do is filter contaminants that runs through the engine from the crankcase, so it won't get up in the top end, I believe. Now if these things suck up mud and dirt and stuff, it will stop up and it won't let the engine breathe, and that can cause crankcase pressure too high, and it can blow the oil out different places. And feeling this hose right here, it is really soft, and I can tell it's kind of been swollen. Looks like maybe this hasn't been changed. You're supposed to change them in so many hours when you do an oil change or air filter change, and it's supposed to let the gases inside the engine escape too. But I know I read if that thing stops up, the engine can't breathe. So what we need to do is pop that off, check that, and I guess I'll get a battery in it and see, what is this, oil? This is the oil tank. And see, we can get this thing fired up. He said it was running before they parked it. So it's a little low on oil. It's quite a bit low. It's supposed to be up here, and it's like on that first mark. But at least we know it's got oil in it, and we know it ain't locked up. So I'm gonna get that filter off and we'll check it. And yeah, it's gonna need tires. It's got all the control arm bushings on the rear are just gone. This wheel, I can shake it, and these bushings in here are just, when we were pushing it, I was like, what's that clicking noise? And now I know that the bushings are wore out. Tail light looks good. I mean, it's a decent four-wheeler. I mean, for $200, I can part it out and make some money back. But I believe it'll run. This thing's four-wheel drive. So four-wheel drive, you know, they'll sell way quicker than a two-wheel drive. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that filter off, and we'll see what's in it. And hopefully that's what the issue is. I mean, wherever we took it to, they probably weren't too familiar with Polaris or crankcase filters. So they didn't take that thing out and check it. Got y'all spun around backwards here. What I'm doing. I mean, it's just stuff like that. You know, sometimes you get lucky and pick up these four-wheelers cheap, and it just be something simple. And sometimes it don't. It might need an engine rebuild, which hopefully this one don't. But if it do, I mean, I don't know, I might build it. So looks like it's just a clamp. Didn't nothing come out of there. Let me get a paper towel. I should be able to pop this off. That clamp has got it. I can tell this, well, it just pulls right out the air box. I can tell this had never been changed before. It's got an arrow on it, so the arrow faces towards the engine. No, that's clear. It's got oil in it too. It's clear that way. It's clear both ways. So this is not stopped up to my knowledge. So it could be rings, or it could be a blockage somewhere else. I think that's the only filter on it, unless this hose is stopped up. Well, that's got oil in it. This hose is real jello-like. I can pull that hose off there and make sure it's not blockage on the engine side. I wonder when the last time the oil filter was changed. Yeah, this hose is real jello-like. Like maybe it's been swelling up or something. So let me get that hose off. I'm gonna check and make sure there ain't no blockage in the crankcase where the hose go, and put that back on. And I guess maybe we can throw some gas in it, see where it fire up, I guess. I don't know. At least see how does it run. And I'll do some more research on what else it could be, but as far as I read, it's either gonna be this filter, it's stopped up, or the thing needs rings. Now we can run a compression test too and see what the compression is on it. A compression test will tell you a lot. The only thing about these Polarises I hate, just to get to the top of the motor, you gotta take all these plastics off. That's what sucks. You gotta take the front rack off, these side foot rest things gotta come off. Usually the bolts are rusty and stripped, and I think even you have to pull, well, I don't think you have to pull this off, but you gotta turn it certain ways. I mean, it's a nightmare. But I'm gonna do some checking, round up a battery to get in it, and let's see what power's up to, and maybe we can get this thing running. So I got the oil cap off. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just lightly blow some air through this crankcase filter hose and see if there's any blockage. Don't seem to be. I heard something blowing. I didn't want to put too much pressure on and blow the seals out. Hose feel good. I heard something blowing back through there. So I don't think that's what it is. But I do have a battery we can slide in it. Might have to jump it off though, because the battery I got is not that great. It's been sitting up for a while. At least we can see what powers up. Get this battery in there. Like I say, for $200, I can part it out, make my money back. I mean, it's plenty of people looking for Polaris parts. I've sold some parts on Marketplace and eBay. So to me, what I sold the Kawasaki for, oop, is that right? Well, one of them's for the winch. We don't need to, well, I guess we can hook up the winch. What I sold the Kawasaki for, and it's kind of like an even trade. I mean, who wouldn't trade an old street bike for a four-wheeler, you know? I don't know about a non-running four-wheeler, but a non-running street bike. But No paperwork. Battery cable hooked up. Like I said, I can do a compression test. I think I can get to the spark plug without pulling all the plastics off. I really hate to pull it all down just for a compression test and find out that the motor is toast. Rather just leave it all complete. Let's see. Okay, jumper box is on. Let's just see, will it even turn over? We got any lights? If that battery is any count. We got nothing. Let's see, what if we go it's on run. Yeah. Ooh. Not even getting a twinkle or spark. What's up with that? Doggone battery keeps jumping off. Let's see, can I ground to the frame somewhere? There we go. Now we got something. Looks like we got the dash on. That's a start. So I guess we can see what kind of power situation we got. If the starter's good or the tail light on. Yeah, we got tail light. So let's get up here and take a look. It looks like gas is lit up. That's the override button. These got the, oh, this one's got the key. It turns over. Looked like when I turned it over, this hose started moving. So we know that ain't stopped up because that thing is moving. It's got a 167 hours on it. That's it. Huh. So it went to work. The geese are out. And they're close. Winch ain't working though. I mean, here's the control for it. We'll get into that later. So it turns over. It sounds like it's got compression. Compression, the way it's spinning over sounds pretty decent. It's not spinning over super duper fast where it sounds like the motor is weak. Okay, well, what should we do now? Is the fuel line hooked up? Now this one's got the fuel pump. I don't even know, it's the gas tank is completely dry, so we'll have to get some gas because it's showing empty. But 167 hours, if this thing is working, that's real low hours on this four-wheeler. We could try and spray something at it, I guess. Pop this hose off, get to the carburetor. So let me try that. Now to let us know that the firing system's working. Is the headlights on? No headlights. Let's see. You got headlights. Then you got your high beam up top, which normally don't work. It does work. Thing about it, it don't have it where you can turn them all on at the same time. It's either going to be high or low. So let me get a screwdriver and we'll pop that breather off there, and it's time for me a new tripod. This one's had its days. We'll pop that carburetor boot off, spray something at it, see what it hit off. Blah, 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 blah. Let me take, I could just take the air box all the way off of it. Two 10mm bolts, and that's off. I have to go down and get some gas, but we'll also run a compression test before that too. I just want to see what it even hit. Thing about Polarises though, they're pretty simple to work on. And the parts are reasonable for them. They're everywhere. Marketplace is just full of them. Let's see. Key is on, so I'm gonna hit it with some starting fluid, and let's see what it'll do. Hopefully we'll get some kind of start out of it. The seat is soaked with water. I really didn't want to unload it yet because I got something going on in the garage this weekend, and I didn't want to be pushing it around. It's easier on here, plus one of the tires won't hold air anyway. Alright, let's see what we got. Throttle. trying to. I see it pumping oil out already. I think it's some oil in this line going to the So I'm gonna starting up though. Wish I had some gas. I didn't think to get none. It's kind of hard to do, and I believe it'll run. It's got a little oil in this breather hose going to the air box. So definitely it's getting oil. I smell bad gas too, a lot. It's got a little oil in here. So I say we pop this side cover off. I think I can get the compression tester in here without having to pull the gas tank off. But it did take some starting fluid. Now I got another motor out there that's on that other 500 that I couldn't get cranked. I don't remember if I checked the compression on it, so that could be an option. Anyway, let me get this spark plug out of there. It's way on down in there. Does this thing got an oil cooler on it? Some of them had oil coolers on it. I know they're water cooled. But let me get that spark plug out of there and get the compression tester, and we'll see what kind of compression it's got. Alright, so I got the spark plug out, and it don't look too bad. It don't have oil on it like it was oil fouling. Like I said, he said that it wasn't smoking. He just was getting oil in the air box. So I don't know. Unless it's got a broken oil ring, one of the oil rings is broken. But we'll spin it over with the compression tester and see what we got. I like this one because it don't have a start button. You just turn the key like you crank your car up. So let's see. Oh, I gotta hold the throttle open too. It's kind of hard to do. Let me get a zip tie to hold that throttle open. When you're doing compression testing on a car or a motorcycle or boat, make sure you have your throttle all the way open, blocked open. That way you get the best compression reading. Because if you got a closed up system, even if you got weak compression with a closed up system, it'll show good. But if you got it open somewhere, it'll give you the best reading. So let's see what we got. we ain't got nothing. We ain't got jack diddly. Surely compression couldn't be that weak. Let's just try it with the throttle closed. Same. What if we pull start it? That won't work because I ain't over there. Well, that's showing no compression, but it feels like it's got it. Maybe a faulty compression gauge, possibly. Because that ain't showing a jack. If it didn't have compression like that, it'd be really, really weak. It wouldn't even hit off on nothing. Surely, this thing's got more compression than that. I got a different hose. Just make sure it ain't. Compression gauge hose issue. Let's try it again. Throttle open. Another thing you can do too is add some liquid down in the cylinder, like transmission fluid or something. And if you don't have compression and then you put liquid in the cylinder and the compression builds up, then you know you got some weak rings or a bad cylinder. Once that oil goes away, you'll be back weak. It's hard to keep this cable. Got another gauge too. I'll try it, but I know that hose is kind of funny. Alright, let's try it now. I think it's something up with this compression gauge. I got another one. I'm gonna go grab it. Then I know it's good. And if that don't do it, Alright, so I got another compression gauge. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, it's showing weak too. It's only up to like 50. Going back down. Let's see if we can add some liquid. Just a little transmission fluid or something in there. Maybe that'll make it build up. Actually, we can spray some PB blast down there if I can get to it. Probably can't. That actually help it out anyway. Got oil leaking down everywhere. This can's got a leak in it. That'll be good enough. Just a little liquid. I really hate that though, because it seems like it'd be a good four-wheeler. Alright, let's try that and see what that does. We got more then, and it's holding. So we got what, like 50, 60, 70? Well, it'd be 50, about 80, 90. I'm gonna say that's what, 80? But it's holding too, so that means it's got some weak rings. That's what it is. The more the oil starts to dissipate inside that cylinder running down beside the piston, the lower the compression's getting. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's got compression issues. It's gonna need a toppy end. A toppy end. That right there is a good way to test to see if the rings are holding. So it's definitely gonna need engine work. That's for sure. Now the thing is, decide whether to build this engine or swap it out. So I got another engine, but I couldn't get it to run. It's on that other 500 out there, so I don't know if I should even try to mess with that. But we know now that this engine needs to be built. Needs a top end. So I'll look at some options. I'll probably just look at a whole top end kit for it. I think we can do it in the frame. We won't have to pull the motor out, which is a nightmare. But I'll look into top end rebuild kit, and we will try and get this dude up and going. So this is just a welcome back video, and I'll try this time to stay more on this channel, give y'all some content. Like I say, I had 2 other projects going on I needed to get finished, and I did those videos on the other channel, and you should see a picture of those thumbnails of those videos somewhere up top of this video, and you can go check those out on RPM Auto. Plus I was hitting up some car shows too, just getting out, enjoying life. I mean, summertime's over with, it's soon gonna be winter, so everybody be kind of locked in, dealing with their projects and stuff like that. It start getting cold, and you know what I mean, dark early, daylight savings time. But anyway, I'm gonna look at some options on this thing. Y'all like, share, subscribe as always, leave comments. If you need one of these four-wheelers for a parts four-wheeler, I got this one. If you're somewhere in the Memphis, Tennessee area, close, I mean, you know what I paid for it. I mean, I'll basically just probably just take back what I got in it. But if not, we'll see if we get this thing going. Like I say, it's not a bad four-wheeler, just need some TLC, and Polaris stuff is cheap. Alright, y'all have a good one. Peace out. Later.